The needle had a cap on it. This is one issue that investigators from the forensics really pay close attention to. Most of the death investigators on podcasts, like if you listen to the Body Bags podcast, which Nancy Grace just linked to today on the Kurt Cobain homicide, for someone to cap the needles, even in an overdose death or any, if you're doing an opiate drug and you're in Kurt's case, he would have to have filled his needle up multiple times and injected multiple needles, which are all going to be taking effect. Then he's going to put the cap on it, put it in a box, neatly put it away. Is he trying to save someone some time cleaning something up because he's about to shoot himself with a shotgun, which is going to be really messy. I actually read an interview by the guy who got paid $250 to clean his brains off the floor. That guy's still traumatized and said that wasn't a good amount of money to have charged for that job because he still thinks about it to this day. You have to bear in mind the idea that he did all this stuff just to be kind to whoever so they don't have to clean up, put the cap on it. That's something they talk about. Nobody puts the cap back on. That's even when you're just a good old-fashioned non-dead person who's using, you usually don't get the cap back on right away because you're too busy being somewhat incapacitated or whatever. It's just not where your head's going to go, you know? So to them, that strikes everyone as very weird among the forensic investigator side of things. And you got to think with the dosage being 1.5 grams, a lot of people are saying that could be, depending on how, bear in mind, this is not the fentanyl era where you could have massively more pure doses than normal. If anything, you would have less pure dose than normal in that era. It's not, just the mechanism of how does someone take so much drug, then put it away, then sit down and carry out this self-unaliving process. It begs belief. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts about the quantity, the cap being back on? That's when I've heard so many death investigators be like, the cap's being back on? Weird. Really weird. Because why would you do that? What would be your motive? I get somebody if they had a habit. That's unlikely to be a habit of somebody who's in that state of intoxication, just based on everything they have ever seen and know.